Welcome to PUC second year biology class. The unit that we are going to study today is the ecological sanitation. As you know, for the cleanliness, to maintain very good hygiene is very much important. Some of the good habits to keep the environment clean, we see that the waste material is not thrown out of the street. We see that dry waste and wet waste to put over the places, we make them separate. We say that proper disposal of the waste material is to be done. We say that the water which is going from the household is properly sent out of the places. In the similar manner, one of the method that we follow to keep our environment clean is ecosan, or what we say ecological sanitation. It is a sustainable system for handling human excreta using dry composting toilets. Human excreta is made the composting, which is used for the field. This is a practical, hygienic, efficient and cost-effective solution to human waste disposal. This is one of the method where the disposal of the human waste is being done, and from the human being waste, the compost is made and that is used for the field. Human excreta can be recycled into resources as a natural fertilizer. It reduces the need for the chemical fertilizers. One of the method where we do is one of the best practice which is being done in Kerala and Sri Lanka. What we do in this case, you can see in the diagram, very good ventilation is there, and the excreta that is being excreted, the water is being collected one places, and the compost waste material is made it to get dry. Once when it is made to get dry, it will become the compost, and which is used as a fertilizer for the field. Now the ecosan cycle we can see in the diagram. People excrete, that will become into compost, that is used as a fertilizer to the field for the growth of the crops. We will get the better yielding, and that is eaten as a food. The crops yielding, after yielding, whatever the crops that we get is used as a food. Many of the places it is very successfully done. Out of that, Kerala is one of the state to implement dry composting method toilets. One of the best countries is Sri Lanka, where it is being implemented. So here, the dry compost, the excreta or the fecal matter is separated out, made it to dry, that is used as a fertilizer to the crop field. That's how it is one of the alternate method to get the natural fertilizer. It reduces the need of the chemical fertilizers. There are ecosan toilets in Kerala and Sri Lanka. There are many ecosan toilets in Kerala and Sri Lanka. Water pollution and its control. And the next one that we have is the water pollution. We have studied about the air pollution. We have studied about the noise pollution. We have studied about the water pollution, and that how it is being controlled. Water helps to keep our body not to get dry. Government of India has passed the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974 to safeguard the water resources, because very less amount of water is available. Therefore, it is mandatory that the act is being passed on not to pollute the water. One of the way by which we can prevent the pollution of the water. And also, whenever there is a waste that we throw in the water, what are the things that are going to happen? It will adversely affect on the human being health. Now, therefore, the Indian government has taken the initiation to clean up the Ganga rivers and Yamuna river. Ganga river and Yamuna river cleaning up is being taken, where crores of rupees is spent on that. Now, another type of waste that we are going to study is solid waste. Solid waste refer to everything that goes out in a trace. You can see in the diagram, there are many solid wastes which are there. Municipal solid wastes are waste from the homes. If I ask you, what are the waste material that is generated from the house, is the vegetables that we cut while cooking. When we sweep, the waste will come. Then we clean up the area, waste will come. After the tearing of the books, waste is generated. Bags, clothes, mobiles, when they are not working, all these will be waste material. Carry bag that we go and bring from the market after using it, or if it is torn off, that will also become the waste. So municipal waste are waste from the house, offices, stores, schools, hospitals, etc., that are collected and disposed by the municipality. All solid waste cannot be completely burnt. It is not possible to burn all the solid waste that is being generated. So open dumps serve as the breeding ground for rats and flies. Now what will do? The municipal corporation will collect the waste material that is being generated from the house, hospitals, schools, stores, offices, and it is taken into one of the far off open place and dumped over there. Now, by dumping so, it leads to the growth of the many microorganisms which will be causing the diseases. So what is the solution for that? We'll see. So this is regarding the solid waste. Solid waste refers to everything that goes out in a trash. Municipal solid waste are waste from house, offices, stores, schools, hospitals, etc., that are collected and disposed by the municipality. All solid waste cannot be completely burnt. Open dumps serve as the breeding ground for rats and flies. Sanitary landfills. One of the methods that we follow instead of throwing out in the open place. In some of the cities, metropolitan cities, cosmopolitan cities, there we dig the land. We see the open land, that place we dig it off, and that is called the sanitary landfills. Sanitary landfills, instead of throwing out in the open area, which leads to the growth of the microorganism, which leads to growth of flies, which leads to growth of the rats, instead of that, dig this land and put the waste material in that. After that, closing up. That is sanitary landfills, we call it as. Sanitary landfills are the substitute for open burning dumps, because when it is open burning, many of the things are not burnt off. Therefore, the another method that we go is landfilling. In sanitary landfill, waste are dumped in a depression or trench and covered with dirt. Later on, we cover it and leave it under the ground. This is one of the methods that we follow, so that there will not be possible to grow the flies, rats, mosquitoes, other things. Now, but even then, you can see in the diagram how it is being done. See, sanitary landfills, we dig the land. Here is the burying place. Compact clay liner, compact clay cap. Later on, it is being covered and the waste material will be living inside the earth. Some of the limitations are there for that. Amount of garbage, especially in metros, has increased so much that these sites are getting filled up. Nowadays, what is happening in the, I told you, metropolitan cities, cosmopolitan cities, the waste material that is being generated from the houses, offices, schools, colleges is much, much more, wherein which we cannot fill it up in the landfills because it needs a lot of area. Now, areas may not be available. Seepage, another benefit, demerits of this, or the limitation of this is seepage of chemicals from the landfills pollutes the underground water resources. Even once when it starts degrading, the seepage that goes into the ground mixed up with the water content and the water will become into poisonous. If we drink that, the water is being polluted, it is dangerous to the human body. These are some of the limitations are there. In the solid waste, there are three types: biodegradable, non-biodegradable, recycles. Instead of what we do, we can segregate them, we can separate them before leaving it. How are we going to do it? Biodegradable. They undergo natural breakdown. Such type of things will be there where they undergo natural breakdown. You can see in the first diagram many vegetables waste from the houses. All can be biodegradable, easily undergo the natural breakdown. So such type of things can be separated out and they are one type. Non-biodegradable, example plastic packets, polybags, polystyrene, etc. Eco-friendly packaging can be used instead of plastics. These are non-biodegradable. They cannot be so degraded, so easily degraded, and they live over there wherever we throw without the degrading. So what we can do for such a type of things? Only one thing is eco-friendly packaging can be used instead of plastics. Avoid using of the plastics. Instead, you can use paper bags, cloth bags, alternate ways where you can carry cloth, natural fiber, carry bags, etc. is now the method. Can go for that. Recyclable. Example, plastic, if it is there, it can be recycled. E-waste, electronic waste, plastics can be recycled. So in this manner, the solids are of three types: biodegradable, non-biodegradable, and recyclable things are there. Some of the waste that is being generated is hospital waste. You can see many syringes, glucose bottles, gloves, many things will be there which will become waste from the hospitals. They are very harmful, contain disinfectants, harmful chemicals, and pathogenic microorganisms. Hospital wastes are disposed by using incinerators. Incinerators are being used where they are burned over there, and which is made by which the pollution can be reduced or the waste material can be burned it off with very high temperature. These hospital wastes are burnt in particular place, what we call incinerator, and thereby it can reduce the pollution. Electronic waste is another one. These are all irreparable electronic goods. E-waste are the irreparable electronic goods that are being generated. They are buried in landfills or incinerated. They are burnt off. Recycling is the only eco-friendly solution for the treatment of e-waste. But during recycling, the workers are exposed to toxic substances present in e-waste. Over half of the e-waste in developed countries are exported to developing countries like India, China, Pakistan. Here many metals Cu, Fe, Si, Ni, Au are recovered during recycling process. Developed countries starts transporting that e-waste to the underdeveloping countries for the further use of that. What is the remedy for that? Solid waste. How can we reduce the use of that? One of the case study is remedy for plastic waste. Polyblend, what we say, a remedy for plastic waste. This is one of the case study that is given to you, which we will study in the next class.